guys hear me? Let me know in the chat. Da, 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 da. Hello, Austin! Hello, my name is Austin. Hello, Lyra. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so today I just want to sort out my TBR for Feb. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I know it's a Sunday and I just came from a 2-hour yoga class and super super nakakapagod. And I was thinking like, tama ba na ginawa ko to sa sarili ko? But anyway, it's okay. I guess it's just like, oh, hi Christian. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Sundays can be exhausting. For me, I'm not sure if you guys sort of share the same sentiment. Where, yeah, it's just like, pag Sunday, parang nafe-feel ko na yung anxiety na Monday's looming. It's like the opposite energy of a Friday. Di ba pag Friday, it's like, yay! Like, weekend! Blah, blah, blah. Hi, Trish! Yeah. So, yun. Kapag Friday, parang super happy vibes. Kapag Sunday, minsan like, what the fuck? And, yeah. Anyway, so this is why I feel like I kind of need your help when it comes to what we're going to be doing or what we're going to be reading for the month of Feb. I actually had like a really good reading month this January. I read like 7 books. I'll talk about that more like in my wrap up. But so far I'm super pleased. Hello, hi Louise. Yes, Jonghan fan. Ayun. Oo, Sunday night blues, exactly. But thanks for joining me. Like, this is really gonna help me feel a lot better. Sige, wait, let me just, share my screen with you guys. Oh. Hindi na in retrograde yung Mercury, so wala na akong excuse, guys. mali lang, mali lang yung na-click ko. Hold up. Yan. Can you see my screen? Like, am I sharing the right thing? Da 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 da. Ayun. Okay, yeah, it's sharing the right thing. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so for the month of Feb so far, um, these are 4 books that I'm sure I'm going to read already. Um, this one, Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay. This is the third. This is the third. What do you call that? Like installment of the Neapolitan novel series. It's so good, guys. Like, if hindi nyo pa nababasa to, shucks, like, start na. Start with My Brilliant Friend. That's the first one. The second one is The Story of a New Name. And then this one is Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay. I'm so addicted. Parang kahit pilitin ko yung sarili ko na hindi siya basahin muna, parang ando na yung momentum. So, I'm gonna start with that. Actually, I started reading it na. I'm around 70 pages or so in. So, definitely. Then, I'm also going to read Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. I heard so many good things about it. And I'm not sure if it's just me, but lately parang mas madali ako makarelate if malungkot and in real life. Hindi ko na kailangan mag-imagine. Hindi ko na kailangan yung pilitin yung sarili ko na maniwala or whatever dun sa nangyayari. I'm just like, okay, this sad thing happened and tell me about it. So yeah, so that's why I wanna read that. And then to give myself a little bit of hope, hopefully, I wanna read Everybody by Olivia Lang, a book about freedom. Okay, when these people, like serious literary writers, talk about topics that have a little bit of levity, like freedom, it's almost like I don't expect them anymore to actually be light reads or to actually be freeing. But knowing her also, like the way that she writes, there's something very hopeful in her tone. So I'm hoping it's not gonna be so bad. Yeah. And I'm hoping it's going to give me some good vibes. Because after that, I want to read Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde. I've had this book for a while now, but yeah, I just haven't been able to read it. I think that they're essays, if I'm not mistaken, and this is just a pretty thin book. It's like maybe 200 pages or so. So I think that that would be good because everybody is kind of thick. So it would be a good break in between before I start reading this, which I know is a little bit more parang political or social-political commentary. So, yon. So those are the ones that are sure. And eto na. This is why I need your help. Okay, I have, so usually on average, I read somewhere from about 4 to 7 books. So, syempre, shoot for the stars na, diba? Like, make, I'm gonna make something like this. I'm gonna make a list. It might as well be ambitious, so that if I fall short, at least I still read a good amount. Yeah. So I'm aiming to have 7 books on my TBR for the month of Feb. Although maikli ang Feb, so let's just say extend na natin ng konti to the first week of March. Yeah, so anyway, what I'm thinking of is, like, for the next 3 books, they need to fulfill a certain category of reading. So for You Exist Too Much and Pieces by Helen Oyeyemi, this would be the kind of fiction that I feel like I wouldn't usually pick up, which is so weird. Because I feel like before in 2015 or 2016, Helen Oyeyemi was one of my favorite authors. So maybe that's the wrong phrasing. Maybe it's more like something that I haven't read a lot of lately. So You Exist Too Much follows the story of a queer Muslim young woman, and it's basically about how she copes with life in the West. The book blog says the luminaries require so much patience. It was so worth it, but it has so much negativity. Okay. Louis from Louis City says, my vote goes to You Exist Too Much. Okay. So You Exist Too Much was a gift to me by my friend Mitch for Christmas, actually. She's saying it was intense. Yeah. And yung kay Pieces naman ni Helen Oyeyemi, I actually haven't heard a lot about Pieces, but Helen Oyeyemi writes in a way that I like because she's a bit weird. So yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Choices, choices. Um, yeah, maybe if you guys, if anyone's read Pieces, also let me know. If you've read You Exist Too Much, let me know what you think about it. Like, is it nice? Is it too intense? Kasi, pagod na ako umiyak, char. Yeah. I don't wanna be too sad. And I feel like the books that were on my sure list are already kind of sad. Yeah, Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay. Anything Elena Ferrante that's like telenovela feels, it's really sad. Yeah. Okay. So that's the first category. So it's like things I'm returning to or things I haven't read much of in a while. The second category is poetry. Um okay. The book blah agrees that You Exist Too Much looks promising. Okay. Yeah. The second category is poetry. So honestly, I've been in a very weird place, like with poetry recently. Hindi kami bate. I really, really, like, I don't know. I feel like with poetry, it's either I'm super enamored with a certain poem, with a certain collection of poems, or I just hate it. And yeah, because of that, because of that, in this category there are two very different kinds of poets. So first we have The Seven Ages by Louise Bleak. And okay, I read a book of hers a couple of months ago. I think it was November or December, and I really, really didn't like it. But the thing about Louise Gleek is that she likes to experiment. So it's not the kind of thing where if you liked her one book, it's a sure bet that you'll like her other books. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I'll like this better. And the other one is New and Selected Poems by Stephen Dunn. I really, really like Stephen Dunn. He's like the poet equivalent of Raymond Carver for me, like very moody, um, just a lot of things about like love and attraction, and I don't know, he's like sulky without being sulky. And I found out about Stephen Dunn through Hosier and his booktube charot, his Instagram stuff, like lives that he used to do. Yeah, so that's the itch I kind of want to scratch with this, the poetry itch. Okay, so Luminaries. Okay. Funny story about Luminaries. I've been wanting to read this since like 2016, 2017, and I bought my copy from Book Depository because when I was in Singapore in 2017, I saw a copy there that was on sale, but I didn't buy it because I was like, I'm not gonna read this anytime soon. So super duper sayang. But yeah, I really want to read it because I know it's super long and immersive, but for me right now, I'm in a place in life where the more escapism, the better. Like if a book could absorb me right now, I would read that book. I want I want that. I want to stay in that world for a long time. So I think that's okay for me. Um so much negativity. Oh really? Okay. I read a book in January that had so much negativity also. It had like all of the things you would consider heavy topics or like negative topics. So maybe I can handle it. Let's see. And for Bring Up the Bodies, yeah, Louis says if you've read Wolf Hall, then you can go Bring Up the Bodies. Yeah, I've read Wolf Hall. It was one of my favorite books last year. It's so good. Thomas Cromwell is so hot. I'm like, damn. He, like, that work ethic though. It's like, shit. Guapo. Yeah, he's my historical fiction crush. Which is so weird because I googled him and he does not look hot. But, you know, we can imagine. So yeah, for this, I'm trying to scratch like the immersive historical fiction kind of thing. Yeah. I feel like for Bring Up the Bodies, the good thing would be I've read Wolf Hall and it's still fresh in my mind because I read it like November or October, something like that, December. No, not December. Maybe October. Yeah, before. Yeah. It was. I think it was October or September. So it's still kind of fresh in my mind. So pwede pa. With Luminaries, the upside for me is it's about like astrology and stuff, right? Astrology and that time when they had like the seances and stuff like that, and I'm really, really, I'm into that stuff. So, yeah. Hmm. What shall we choose? Okay, actually, to help us choose, so I'm gonna choose three books. That's why there are these verses. So I'm choosing between You Exist Too Much and Pieces, Seven Ages, and the Stephen Dunn book, and Luminaries and Bring Up the Bodies. Okay, sige. Ta. Actually, for these two, I think I already kind of know my choice. And for this one, I'm so torn because the Luminaries is so thick. Which, yeah, like I said, it's a good thing, but also realistically, if I finish, because this Elena Ferrante book is also kind of very, very thick. So, what shall we do? Sige. Ini, mini, mini mo. Joke lang. Okay. Okay, actually, let me get You Exist Too Much and Pieces, and then I'll read the descriptions because these are the two I think that yeah. Oh, okay. Austere says my vote is for Pieces. Sige, I'll read the backs of them to you because I think that will help us. Hold on. Okay. So we have Pieces. Yes, naka-plastic pa. Hmm. Okay. I guess I'll have to open this, right? Knowing Helen Oyemi though, these are probably... Is this a novel? Yeah, maybe a novel. Oh yeah, yeah, it says so. It's a novel! I missed novels from her. The last book of hers I read was What Is Not Yours Is Not Yours. Gabe. The stories in that were so intense. Feb is a shorter month. Lyra has a good point. It is a shorter month. Ambisyosa. Ambisyosa lang ako. Yeah, tsaka magti-thesis pa ako. Fuck! Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Are you allowed to swear on YouTube? I'm not actually sure. Okay. Oh my god. It smells so good. That fresh, like, fully booked smell. But I didn't buy this from Fully Booked. I bought it from Onyana. Okay. So this is the excerpt of Pieces. Helen Oyeyemi is widely celebrated as an author who can create a universe that dazzles and wounds. When Otto and his savior Shin declare their love, an aunt gifts them a trip on a sleeper train to mark their new commitment and to get them out of her house. Setting off with their pet mongoose, Otto and Xavier arrive at their sleepy local train station, but quickly deduce that the lucky day is no ordinary locomotive. Their trip on this former tea smuggling train has been curated beyond their wildest imaginations, complete with mysterious and welcoming touches, like ingredients for their favorite breakfast. They seem to be the only people on board until Otto discovers a secretive woman who issues a surprising message. As further clues and questions pile up and the trip upends everything they thought they knew, Otto and Xavier begin to see connections to their own pasts, connections that now bind them together. Okay. Okay. It sounds so interesting. It sounds so good. There's a train, guys. There's a former tea smuggling train. It sounds so good. Okay. Then, may point naman si Louis. He said, yung thumbnail mo dito, you exist too much yung libro. Oo, that's true. Kasi isa siya sa mga choices ko talaga. But Pieces, parang ano, sounds good, right? It sounds so interesting. The book blus. The luminaries, though, from a writing perspective, it made me so envious. It's written so masterfully, but since you said you want to read to escape, it's okay. You know, like, it's okay if nothing happy happens. This is gonna sound so bad, but like, sometimes I like reading super sad books, like, I don't know, like A Little Life and stuff, because I take comfort in the fact that that bad stuff is not happening to me. It's like a really bad, I don't know, it's like a literary Schadenfreude. Okay, so for You Exist Too Much, it says, told in vignettes that flash between the US and the Middle East, Zaina Arafat's powerful debut novel traces her protagonist's progress from blushing teen to creative and confused adulthood. In Brooklyn, she moves into an apartment with her first serious girlfriend and tries to content herself with their comfortable relationship. Soon, her longings, so closely hidden during her teenage years, explode out into reckless romantic encounters and obsessions with other people. Okay. So we went from You Exist Too Much to You Are Gonna exist with other people a lot, so that's great. Okay, which results in her seeking unconventional help to face her past traumas and current demons, opening up the fantasies and desires of one young woman caught between cultural, religious, and sexual identities. You Exist Too Much is a captivating story charting two of our most intense longings for love and a place to call home. Wow, okay. Sige. Okay. I really want to read pieces too, though. Torn. Grabe. First pa lang wala na ako mapili. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Alright, fine. Okay. They're both books like featuring queer couples too, huh? So that makes it really, that makes it really difficult. Do I want to go with realist? Okay. So I will base my decision now on the master list. So if I'm gonna be reading Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay, and I finish it this week, I'll go next to Crying in H Mart. Then Everybody. After Sister Outsider, though, do I really want to read something that's also going to talk about like a lot of these themes of identity? Or do I want to go into something that's a little bit more like fantasy driven? Okay. Alright. This is a difficult one, but oh, there are more people joining. Hey guys! Do you want to cast your vote? We're in the first one pa lang. You Exist Too Much and Pieces by Helen Oyemi. So far, we have 2 votes for You Exist Too Much. Hello! Kilala ko to. Hello! Ramon Meris. So yun, Pieces daw. Sabi ni Ram. So 2-2. Oh my gosh, guys. Who's gonna be the tiebreaker? Break the tie! Dun, 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 dun. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Okay, sige. Since even yung ano doon, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that later. Okay, so the next is The Seven Ages and Stephen Dunn. Okay. Any votes for this? Maybe I'll read you guys some poems from each so that you can decide which one you think is nicer or which one you want to hear more about in the coming months. Since, of course, I'll talk about this also in my wrap-up. Wait lang, 2 seconds. Okay. Ah! Okay. Wag Sabi ni Steer, wag mo na bigyan ng second chance si Louise. Nanalo na siya ng award. Pag naging friends kayo, matatawa ako. Okay. Alright, sige. So, let's look at the poems. I'll read random lang. Like, hindi ko pa ito nababasa. Okay, time to open up this book. Grabe talaga, like, Louise Bleak is that bitch. Like, she looks so pretty. And this is the winner of the Nobel Prize. not that that's gonna determine what I want to read. And then this is the Stephen Dunn book. Thank you so much, Hosier. I love you so much. I'm so excited for your next album. Okay. Sige. So I'll read one first from Louise Bleak. Just random. Okay, this one is called Moonbeam. The mist rose with a little sound like a thud, which was the heart beating, and the sun rose briefly diluted. And after what seemed years, it sank again, and twilight washed over the shore and deepened there. And from out of nowhere, lovers came, people who still had bodies and hearts, who still had arms, legs, mouths, although by day they might be housewives and businessmen. The same night also produced people like ourselves. You are like me, whether or not you admit it, unsatisfied, meticulous, and your hunger is not for experience, but for understanding, as though it could be had in the abstract. Then it's daylight again, and the world goes back to normal. The lovers smooth their hair, the moon resumes its hollow existence, and the beach belongs again to mysterious birds, soon to appear on postage stamps. But what of our memories, the memories of those who depend on images? Do they count for nothing? The mist rose, taking back proof of love, without which we have only the mirror, you and I. Damn! Ganda! Louise, Bleak. You're the best. You deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. Sorry, Austere, may second chance siya. Kahit nanalo na siya ng Nobel Prize. Okay. Wow, that was good. Wow. Shit, I might like that. Okay. Next is Stephen Dunn. Let's read something random, not the one that Hosier read, because obviously I like that one. Stop. Okay, this one. Long term. On this, they were in agreement. Everything that can happen between two people happens after a while, or has been thought about so hard that there's no difference between desire and deed. Damn! Each day they stayed together, therefore was a day of forgiveness, tacit, no reason to say the words. It was easy to forgive, so much harder to be forgiven. The forgiven had to agree to eat dust in the house of the noble, and both knew this couldn't go on for long. The forgiven would need to rise, the forgiver need to remember the cruelty in being correct, which is why, except in crises, they spoke about the garden, what happened at work, the little ailments and aches their familiar bodies separately felt. Wow. Ang ganda din. Oh my God, no difference between deed and desire. Oh my gosh. Grabe talaga, like the New York poets, they know how to be sad. So let's not go to New York, because I'm sure I will be sad there. Wow. Okay, this looks so good. Oh my God, I'm so torn. I'm gonna end up just picking all of these books. I can feel it. Pero shit, right now, mas napupusuan ko po si paring Stephen. Stephen Dunn. Okay. How about you guys? What do you think? What did you think of the poems? What's your vote? Are we going with the 7 Ages by Ate Louise? Or Stephen? Paring Stephen. Sige, dear. Let's go, Stephen. Pahiram after. Oo naman. Sige. Okay. Sige. Fine. I'll go with Stephen Dunn. Why must you pit such great titles against each other? To make our lives more difficult? Suffering is the answer, Char. Okay. I'm gonna pick the Stephen Dunn book because if I have more time, ambisyosa talaga. Feeling ko talaga I'm gonna have more time. But if I have more time this month, kaya ko pang isingit yung 7 Ages. So, okay, I'm gonna go out of present mode first and add that. Done. Although gusto ko din si Louise. True. Sige. Let's go with Stephen Dunn para maiba naman. Char. Ibang type of sadness naman yung lamunan natin this month. Oh my God, it looks so nice. The Capricorn in me is thriving, guys. Oh my God, nag-PowerPoint tayo on a Sunday night. Yay! Okay. Alright, next. Okay, Luminaries versus Bring Up the Bodies. Sige, let's read a bit from it. I feel like that's fun. Obligatory reminder sa thesis na deadline. Oh my God, please stop. It's making me not wanna do it. Okay. Yeah. So for bring up the bodies. Okay. Okay. So I have the pocketbook edition, which I really really like. You know, grabe, parang when you're younger, yes, Canva is life. Hi Chuck, where do you buy your books? Well, some of these I bought from Fully Booked. I bought this from Fully Booked. This I bought from Amazon because I couldn't find it here. The only one that I could find here was like the white one that I didn't like, and it was like super dirty already, and old, like in Fully Booked. This one I also bought from Fully Booked, and this one I ordered from Amazon also because they didn't have it. Yeah, so yeah, Amazon, Fully Booked. Sometimes I buy from Omniana also. Pieces I bought from Omniana on Instagram. I really like their covers. Actually, sobrang nakaka-tempt. Like, there's some books there that I normally wouldn't read, but I'm kind of tempted to get them because they're so pretty. And yes, Canva is live. I feel like if meron kang paggagastusan ng mga parang pro accounts, like Canva is the way because it makes you do so many things. Like, it lets you do so many things and it's so easy to copy paste. Anyway, this is not sponsored pero Canva baka naman. At Canva baka naman. Okay, anyway, so like I was saying, when you're younger you don't really like buying these kinds of small pocketbooks because you think it's not special, but as I've gotten older, these kinds of pocketbooks are life. Like sobrang I love it. They're so easy. They're so easy to just carry around with you. They're so easy to read. You can put them on your desk and they won't take up a lot of space. If you're traveling, you can just put it in your bag. You don't have to make your luggage heavy or anything. Anyway, okay. So bring up the bodies for you. If you guys like aren't nangyari sa akin. If you guys aren't familiar with this series, it's a trilogy by Hilary Mantel that focuses on the Tudor era. So it's historical fiction about Anne Boleyn, si paring Henry and Mary Boleyn and all of that jazz. But the thing that makes it really unique is that it's told from the point of view mainly of Thomas Cromwell, who was the operations guy of Henry, and he's just really cool. It kind of charts like what happens a little bit before all of the stuff with Anne Boleyn, and then yun. It goes a little bit after it also. The first book ends right as Henry is starting to get sick of Anne Boleyn, so we all know what's gonna happen to her, which is why this one is called Bring Up the Bodies. And I like that. I really liked it, like political intrigue. And Hilary Mantel is such a good writer. There's something about the way that she writes. It's so, I don't know, her prose is just so good. And then this is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. And okay, let me read the synopsis of this to you guys because it's so long. Okay, synopsis palang mahaba na. It's 1866 and Walter Moody has come to stake his claim in New Zealand's gold rush. On the stormy night of his arrival, he stumbles across a tense gathering of 12 local men who have met in secret to discuss a series of unexplained events. A wealthy man has vanished, a prostitute has tried to end her life, and an enormous cache of gold has been discovered in the home of a luckless drunk. Moody is soon drawn into a network of fates and fortunes that is as complex and exquisitely ornate as the night sky, richly evoking a mid-19th century world of shipping, banking, and gold rush boom and bust. The Luminaries is at once fiendishly clever, a fiendishly clever ghost story, a gripping page-turner, and a reinvention of the lore and power of the Zodiac. It confirms Eleanor Catton as one of the brightest stars in the international literary firmament. Damn, that sounds so good! And also, oh my god, very Gilded Age. Thank you, Austere, for letting me know that that show existed. the Downton Abbey fan in me is just so happy because it's so good. I'm so tempted. Are we going for super wealthy tycoons? Or are we going for the King of England? Which is it gonna be? Okay, austere votes for luminaries. How about you guys? How about everyone else? What do you think? Plus yung zodiac. Yeah, that's true. That's a plus. But the downside to the luminaries, it's 800 and 825 pages. Luminaries. Okay, Trish votes luminaries. Shucks. Sige, sa bagay, I mean, I can always carry it over to March, right? Fine, okay. Let's go. Let's go with luminaries. Kunwari pa ako, char. Let's go with luminaries. If I suddenly have to travel while I'm reading this, I'm gonna be so screwed. Walang packlight. Yay! Okay, isa na lang. Shocks. Okay. Okay, so let's review what Weena is gonna read this month. Okay. So those who leave and those who stay, major like friendship drama / intrigue / like Italian drama realness, crying in H Mart, some more sadness, this time from the Asian American point of view. Everybody by Olivia Lang, so more of like essays, thinking about freedom, what it means as a theory of stuff. And then we have Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde, so a lot of like feminist themes, Rebel Yell, that kind of stuff, which is very interesting to me too. And this is a very thin book, so that's good because the next two books are gonna be super thick. She thick with a double C. Okay, then from there we'll go into like moody stuff. So Stephen Dunn and the Luminaries. Okay. So what would fit better in between Audre Lorde and Stephen Dunn? You Exist Too Much or Pieces? when I think of Pieces, it reminds me of that song by Ashley Simpson. Pieces, pieces of you. Hi Mav. Pieces and the Luminaries, because I feel like they are fantasy reads that would diversify your existing pile. That's a good point, actually. And that's something that I was thinking of too, because if I put Pieces in between Sister Outsider and Stephen Dunn, it's kind of a good transition, I think, into the moodier reads. So, okay. I'm sorry for those who voted You Exist Too Much. I will move it, and I'm sorry if that's my picture in this live stream, but yeah, okay, I'll move that to March. Thank you, Mav. Oh my god, this is so fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, I had a really weird day. Pieces of Me. Yeah, Pieces of Me by Ashley Simpson. Okay. How do you find a word that means Maria? A Cheverly Lou, a clown. Sige, I'll look for that. Pieces Don't Fit Anymore by James Morrison. I haven't listened to that yet. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this month! Sa reading lang. Sa reading lang, kasi sa writing, woo, thesis deadline, what's up, Feb 24. But yeah, I'm slowly like coming to terms with my thesis. It'll be fine. And this is the last term na naman, so you know. Push. As my friend would say, push mo na yan. Okay, oh my gosh, what a beautiful list. I'm so excited. Okay. Okay. So, first we have Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay by Elena Ferrante, or book 3 of the Neapolitan novels, which are so good, by the way. I really want to watch the show after I finish reading the books. So I just have one more after this, so I might as well. We have Crying in H Mart, which is more of memoir by Michelle Zonner. Everybody by Olivia Lang, so more of essays. And then Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde, which is relatively short, which will give me a nice breather. And then we move into Pieces by Helen Oyeyemi, so runaway gaze on a former smuggling train. And then Stephen Dunn, you selected poems. I actually feel like the Stephen Dunn, I can spread the over the over the duration of the month because I can insert it into different stuff. And then we have The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. Okay, so now we're gonna plug it into my Notion. Hold on. I'm just gonna switch the screens. It's Notion. It's Notion time. I love Notion. I feel like whoever made Notion was a Capricorn. Okay, where is it? Thank you, Chuck. Chuck says good luck with thesis. Thank you. Austir's doing his thesis too. By the way, most of the artwork up here is by Austir. This is by Austir. This is by Austir. This is by Austir. This is by Austir. If magpapa-commission kayo sa kanya, guys, he's super good. Okay. This is already like a spoiler. Oh, I haven't changed this one yet. Done. This is a spoiler of what's gonna be in my wrap-up. Okay. February 22. Oops. Those who leave and those who stay. Yeah. So as you can see, yung iba dito, gigradean ko pa. Teacher, gigradean ko pa yung iba. Oops. So, yeah. Yeah. But my wrap-up will be coming within the next week. I've scheduled it for Thursday. Or I'm gonna post it on Thursday. I haven't filmed it yet. Okay, and then after this, we are going with Crying in H Mart. Hindi ko pa na nag-gradean yung decreation, okay? I haven't processed yet. Because, okay, I have a process of like how I do this. So I write the books and everything at the start of the month and then update the progress. Last yung score. Before that, I write my own summary so that I can practice what to say to the camera. How did it make me feel, or the affect, favorite parts or quotes, and then the actual quotation if it's short enough to fit. And then what can I say about the technique, and then overall. So after that, dun ko pa lang siya bibigyan ng star. Hindi ko pa na yung self-book report ko, hindi ko pa tapos. Coming. Michelle's Honor. Essays. Creative nonfiction. Everybody, yeah. song about freedom, Char. YOMG. By the way, while I'm doing this, tell me in the comments like what have you guys been reading for this past month and what are you planning on reading in Feb? Especially like fellow booktubers, I'd be super duper interested to know. And even if you're not a booktuber, I just want to know. Yes, of course. I love Notion. Notion gives me will to live, Char. Sister Outsider. Pieces. Hi, Ray! OMG! Okay lang. Thanks for making time. Alam ko Sunday. And then medyo alanganin pa kasi 6 p.m. Oo, nakapili na sila, by the way. Pakita ko sa'yo ulit, flash ko ulit later yung mga napili. And you can see it here na. Eros by Anne Carson! Oh! Ay nako, Anne Carson talaga, she loves the Greeks. It by Stephen King. Oh, Slay by Brittany Morris. Oh yeah, sorry. Nakita ko na kahapon 'di ba, yung Blu-ray book club discussion. Sayang hindi ako nakanood. Slay by Brittany Morris. Ooh, what's it about? And for Eros naman, yeah, thesis helper. Si Anne Carson talaga yung best thesis helper. It's like, if you're feeling sad about having to study things that might not be important, don't worry about it. Anne Carson got your back. Love in Color by Bolu Babalola. Ooh, it sounds so good. What's it about? Ah, The Housekeeper and the Professor. You know what? I have the Memory Police. I bought it. Tapos nauna pang basahin ni Astir. Pinahiram ko sa kanya. Yeah, I lent it to Astir. And he finished it and he said it's good. I haven't read it yet, but it looks so good. Maybe in March. Yung kagabi yung live show. Ah, yeah, Between Shades of Grey. Wow! Oh my gosh! Okay. Wow. Okay. Louise says, the main character is a gamer or game developer in Slay. Oh, interesting. I'll recommend that to my boyfriend. I think he'd like that. Actually, my boyfriend has a series of books that I really like. And I want to read it. It's the Leviathan series, but I don't want to finish. I don't want to start any more series until I finish the Neapolitan series and the the Wolf Hall series, and then after that, I'll read Leviathan. Lyra says that Love in Color by Bolu Babalola are mythical tales from around the world retold. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. I have something like that also, but it's different. It's more, I think, more focused on Western like tales. But that sounds so good. Wow. The TBR. Oh my gosh. Wait, look away. Because I need to delete this. Ah! Ah, okay. Don't read it. Shit. Okay. You know what? Maybe I can do this. Oh, okay naman pala. I didn't have to press it. Oops. Oh, I love Notion. Okay. Yay! All set for Feb. I love it so much. Okay. So, thank you guys so much for helping me pick out these wonderful books. I'm so excited to read it. All of them. Let's go, Feb. So these are the final books, the final 7. Oh my gosh. I love it. I can't wait for the end of Feb also to let you guys know sino dito ang bias at bias wrecker ko. Char. Yeah, but I'm really excited to see how I'll find these and find the experience of reading them also. Also, how did you find the stream? I feel like it's a better way to do a TBR rather than like the normal TBR video. Because if it's the normal TBR video, there's no interaction and you don't really feel the process of like deciding certain things, if that makes sense. So yeah. Um, thanks so much for being here today, you guys, and for making time on this Sunday evening. This is gonna be just a relatively short stream. Mab says, good luck with the reading and the thesis. Lyra says, good luck. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you so much. I'm sure I will. Like, I'm pretty sure I will, hopefully. Thanks again for being here, you guys. I think that's it. I think we've come to the end of the rainbow chart, the end of the stream. Short but sweet. And let me know also what other like live streaming topics you guys would be interested in, because honestly, live streams are so refreshing to me because I don't feel so alone. Wow, emo hours. But yeah, I don't feel so alone. I don't feel like I'm just talking to the void or like existing in the void in my own head. So thank you so much, guys, for coming, and let me know, like I said, what you wanna hear more from me on, like in live streams and stuff. And also, let's be friends on Instagram if we're not friends yet. It's just at Weena_wonders. Yeah, because I'm really active there. As people who know me IRL will know. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that is it for now, actually. I hope you guys have a great week ahead. I swear. Kaya natin to, guys. For those of you guys who are gonna be working tomorrow, enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy every freaking minute of free time. And for those of you guys who are going to be not working and just chilling, just chill out. If you don't have a job right now, everything's gonna be okay. Just keep going. I know how difficult it can be. Like, I have a lot of friends, and even my boyfriend, like, was having a hard time with that. But all my friends got jobs, and my boyfriend got a job. So, it's gonna be okay. Kapit lang, guys. And, yeah. So, whatever it is, we've got it. We've got it all for you, Chart. Thanks so much again. See you guys.